Imagine a deal that could shift global power. A Russian naval base on the Red Sea, giving Moscow the access to one of the world's most busiest sea lanes. Now imagine this deal was made nearly a year ago in February 2025, and yet no constructions, no ships, and no base. Why? Why is it holding up? Does this stall deal tell us about the civil war in Sudan, or the limits to Russia's ambition in the Africa? In February 2025, Sudan and Russia announced that they had agreed on building a naval logistics facility on Sudan's Red Sea, most likely on Port Sudan. This deal reportedly allows 300 Russian service personnel and a capacity for several warships. The agreement is 25 years long, and in exchange, Sudan expects arms and military support and access to mining and resource deals. But the catch is, it's been 11 months and no base has been built, no docks have been laid, no ships have been stationed. And the deal remains on the paper, not on the ground. So why the stall? Here are the main reasons that analysts cite. Number one, Sudan remains wrecked by the internal conflict. The fighting between the rival armed groups makes any construction, logistics, or foreign troop deployments extremely risky. The area near Port Sudan is considered unstable and is not suitable for any foreign naval or military base. Secondly, Russia is stretched thin. With ongoing war in Ukraine and pressure on its navy, Moscow may lack the resources and the political stability to commit to a distant African base, especially the one that requires stability and security. Some reports say that Russia has suspended the project to an indefinite time period. The deal still needs local ratification, legal procedures, and alignment with Sudan's political landscape. Given the current political instability, adds another layer of delay. So the agreement is more gamble than a guarantee. But even as a gamble, it has real strategic weight. Even if the base isn't built, just having a deal in the hand gives meaningful leverage. For Sudan's military faction, it's a bargaining chip. Having support from a country like Russia in terms of arms and military could tilt the power in the civil war. For Russia, even an unbuilt base signals future intent. It puts pressure on the rival and tells that Moscow still seeks influence on Africa's maritime corridors. In a conflict-torn country like Sudan, alliances don't just depend on the boots on the ground. They depend on promises, leverages, and external support. That's why this paper deal still matters. Why does a stall deal matters beyond Sudan? Because the location, Port Sudan and the Red Sea, is globally strategic. If the base ever gets built, Russia would gain access to the sea lanes connecting Asia, Europe, and Africa through Suez Canal. Control or even influence over these lanes gives Moscow a naval lever over global trade and maritime security, and even the energy shipments. Even as a potential base, this shifts the regional power equations. Other global players like Western navies, Gulf Sea powers, and Indian Oceans, they might have to reconsider their alliances, strategy, and naval deployment. But for now, the stall deal shows the limits. Geography, instability, and the war could stall even the most ambitious global gamble. So what are we really seeing? A bold plan, a high-stakes bet, a global-scale gamble that hasn't moved. Could this deal be revived if peace and stability comes to Sudan? Maybe. Could it collapse entirely under the war and the instability? That's also possible. What's certain is this. This isn't about Russia and Sudan anymore. It's about the power, influence, sea lanes, and a world where geography still matters. If you want to stay updated on this deal, hit the subscribe button and I'll keep you updated.